Welcome to Dentistry at Hickory Flat. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Lee, and I love being a dentist helping our patients maintain a beautiful and healthy smile. At Dentistry at Hickory Flat, we strive for the total satisfaction of each and every patient, not only by providing best possible dental care available, but also by establishing long-term relationship with our patients.
The staff always keeps me coming back. The staff is amazing, and they don't just treat you like a patient, they treat you more like family. The doctors as well as the staff really focus on the patient's comfort, and if you have anxiety, they really help with that. I would refer them to anyone. I would refer Dentistry at Hickory Flat to anyone, and I refer them to everyone.
I've been coming here for approximately 4 years. I know we're going to get good care, my husband and I feel perfectly confident. The dentistry work is fantastic.
My story starts when I was about 21 years old. I came from a very disadvantaged, background. I went to a dentist after I got married at, 18. This dentist told me that the shape my teeth were in, I would not have them by the time I was 30. But what I discovered at that time, he said I had what they call juvenile gingivitis. I just cried because I says, I can't see myself going through this. And he says, well, we can't help you. He said they have this thing called a quadrant cleaning where they cut your gums up above the teeth and they clean it out. And the pain was horrible. My mouth healed up, my gums went back to pink, and everything looked good. And of course, again, remember, I'm only 21 years old, I'm young, I'm stupid, I'm not doing all the things I should have done as far as caring for my teeth at the time. So now when I'm in my late 30s, I had to have it done again. Well, I do better this time, and I start taking care of my teeth better. My oral hygiene, was great. But now I'm older, I get into my 60s and find out I have to have it done again. But this time was different. I said, no, I'm not doing it. That's what I told the dentist I was going to. I'm not doing it. I said I had it done in my 20s, I had it done in my 40s. I'm not doing it again. It was too painful. I'd rather lose my teeth and get implants. That's what I told him. I said, I lose my teeth and get implants. I don't want this. So he says, well, I don't know what to do for you. So I went home and I cried. I said, I can't see myself doing this again. I said, Father, you gotta help me. I can't see this happening. So I prayed about it, and the Canton magazine came in the mail. And a couple of pages in, I see Dr. Catherine and Brian Lee. And they look friendly, they look sweet, they look kind, welcoming, and loving. And I said, well, let me look at this. So I started reading their headlines there about what they do and what they provide. And I said, LANAP. For gingivitis. I said, LANAP, what is that? So I started reading further, then I went out on the website, Google LANAP, and was getting more in-depth, information about what it was. And I said, well, I'm gonna make an appointment and go over there and see them and see what they do. It wasn't to get anything done, but to come in for a consultation. I came in, I met Dr. Catherine. She was wonderful. I told her I didn't like going to the dentist. I didn't like being at the dentist. I did not like even thinking about what I had to have done. And she was telling me about the LANAP and explained it to me thoroughly, which was just wonderful. Because the big thing about LANAP is that it was a laser, and I would not have the pain and the turnaround on recovery like it took before. So I arranged it. I had it done. After the surgery, I didn't have no pain. The only thing that I couldn't do is brush my teeth in the area that I had the LANAP done. Within a week, I was fine. Now, from that day to this day, which is almost 3 years now, I hadn't had one bleeding incident, not one bleeding incident. The thing about LANAP that I learned is that the laser kills the bacteria somehow for the gingivitis. So now that's what takes that bleeding away from the infection and inflammation. It just worked great. It just worked so great. And I'll tell you, I wish there was somebody that was able to portrayed this kind of testimony for me when I was looking for it. And I know Lanap is new, maybe I've had 3 years, so it had to be maybe 4 years by the time I started doing it. But it is the best thing going. If you don't want to be all cut up and sewed up and going through a lot of pain for more than a week, this is what you want. This is what you want.